Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of ABA with Vic. Now before we begin with this Vic's video, go ahead and click the subscribe button so that every week you get weekly updates of ABA with Vic. The time of year or special celebrations and special occasions are here. And so for this week, we're going to talk about the holidays. Hey guys, welcome back to ABA with Vic. Now, the holidays are approaching, and this means there are family gatherings and transition within the routines. So we have to prepare and be mindful about what are the things that we're going to do so that we alert and let our individuals with autism or special needs know what's coming up next. Sometimes individuals with autism have a schedule routine that they're supposed to follow, and they like this routine to follow because it gives them a sense of comfort, and they also know that something is going to happen and it's guaranteed. Let's say, for example, in the morning they wake up, they take a shower, have breakfast, go to school, come back, and again have lunch or dinner, and then also engage in their activities. And sometimes individuals like this type of routine because they know what's coming up next. Now, there are times where individuals may have behaviors if there's any disruptions in the routine. Now, there's some precautions that we should take in order to ensure that these maladaptive behaviors or tantrums are able to decrease. Time for ABA with Vic pop quiz. What type of strategy can we use to decrease tantrums? A. Reactive, B. Antecedent, C. Ignoring, or D. Consequence? The answer for this is B, antecedent based strategies. One way to do this is to use antecedent based strategies, and we have already talked about antecedent based strategies. An example of antecedent based strategies is priming. Now, once again, priming, you alert the individual of what's coming up next. Let's say that you're going to go to Aunt Mary's for Thursday for Thanksgiving. So you alert and let your child know what's going to happen. You can say, for example, hey Tommy, remember on Thursday we're going to go to Aunt Mary's and have dinner. We're going to have our Thanksgiving dinner. This could be a verbal reminder of what's coming up next so that they are able to intake and know that this change or this dramatic change is going to happen. And I say dramatic change because for some individuals, this event, for example, Thanksgiving or any type of holiday, can be a dramatic change. There's a lot of people coming to the house, or families are going to visit other individuals, and there's a lot of people, there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of food, and there's a lot of disruptions within the routine. So once again, priming would be a good idea to use for the holidays. And also you can use these gatherings to teach your child how to appropriately behave in public. Teaching social skills is very important. You can have family members interact with your child and ask them questions, play with them so that you could also have your child practice social skills and interacting with others. And this is a very good skill to learn because these skills that we are teaching right now will later transfer into their later life. If you have an open dialogue with your family, talk to your family about how they can help and assist your student or your child. In the case of a tantrum, let your family know what is the best way to assist the child. Let's say that the child has a lot of sensory input because there's a lot of people talking, there's noises, there's music, there's laughter, there's utensils clashing, and there's a lot of noise and the lights. This could cause behavior. If this happens, talk to your family about what they are able to do. Perhaps you can have the family not play the music as loud, or if the family has an extra room available, you can have the child go into the room so that the child can de-escalate and calm down. You could also then teach the child how to use coping strategies. For example, coping strategies are meant to help the child calm down. You can count with the child either 1 to 3, 1 to 5, or 1 to 10, depending on the child's ability to count. If the child is exhibiting maladaptive behaviors, you could redirect them to have calm hands or hands in their pocket and any other replacement behavior that's appropriate. Just because a child is exhibiting maladaptive behaviors, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're trying to get attention or they're being mischievous. Just try to understand the child. Perhaps they need a break. Give them the tools to request for a break. If they do want for a break, you could perhaps take them for a walk. You could play with them, or also give them some water so that they can calm down. Once again, using these antecedent-based strategies are going to help the child be more successful in these type of events. Because holidays are really important, we also want these holidays to be memorable. So by us using antecedent-based strategies can ensure that the child can have a good time in social gatherings. Sometimes I get asked a lot, "Hey Victor, how can I have my child eat more vegetables?" Something that you could try is Premack. Now Premack is first and then. So for example, if you want your child to eat more vegetables or eat more of something, you can use Premack. For example, you could say, eat your broccoli, and then you can have a cookie. So essentially reinforcing them for eating or complying to our demand. For this case, it was eating the vegetables or the broccoli. If the child persists and says, "I don't want to eat this, I don't want to eat this," you could also use Premack. You could say, okay, you could eat half of the broccoli or the vegetables, and then you could eat a cookie. But also be mindful that you want the child to comply to your demand, because we don't want the child then use you to get the cookie and not eat the vegetables. We want them to comply to our demand. Now that will be all for this week. For this week, we talked about the holidays, and we also talked about how these holidays can be a dramatic change within the routine of the child or the individual. And also using these antecedent-based strategies to decrease behaviors or maladaptive behaviors. Using Premack or priming to let them know what's coming up next is very essential for the child, because then the child will know what's coming up next. Now that will be all for this week. Remember, if you have any questions or comments, please leave me a comment down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any other questions, please email me at abawithvic@gmail.com or tweet me at abawithvic, and on Facebook at abawithvic. Now that will be all for this week. Remember to make this week amazing, and as always, thank you for watching. And if you're enjoying your Thanksgiving dinner with your family, have a wonderful Thanksgiving dinner. And also I want to say that I'm really thankful for having you as my viewers coming in every week and seeing my videos. I hope that these videos are helping you teach your child appropriate behaviors and skills that later on will transition to their later life. Once again, thank you so much for watching ABA with Vic videos.